Hi, my name's Jay from Amino Z, and today we are reviewing the Switch Nutrition Amino Switch. This is an intra-workout product that can be used pre or post-workout, but primarily it's an amino acid blend full of essential amino acids. It's made in Australia by an Australian company, Switch Nutrition. So let's get started and get into the ingredients. So let's just pull up the nutritional information here, and you can see on the panel that this is an essential amino acid blend. On there we have leucine, 884 milligrams per serve, then valine at 745 milligrams, isoleucine at 668, methionine at 642, threonine at 580, lysine at 500 milligrams, phenylalanine at 179 milligrams, histidine at 154 milligrams, and tryptophan at 148 milligrams. Okay, so you can see there, look, that's a full amino acid or essential amino acid blend, which is really unique about this product because a lot of products in this category are just the branched chain amino acids, which is the leucine, the isoleucine, and the valine. So look, this product does say that it can be taken intra-workout or pre or post-workout. We're primarily going to look at this as an intra-workout product. And the key benefit of having all these essential amino acids in this formulation is to promote a positive nitrogen balance while training, which will minimize muscle breakdown and also aid in performance and recovery. So this is something that's really good. You can see there that there's a fairly good balance of all the essential amino acids. I do have one piece of feedback or one question about the ratios though. You can see there leucine. Now in most of these intra-workout formulations, leucine is usually the most prominent amino acid. However, in there's only 884 milligrams of leucine. Now it's still the highest ranking amino acid, but compared to the other branched chain amino acids, in the valine there's 745 milligrams, and the isoleucine, we've got 668 milligrams. Look, typically in a BCAA formulation, there's a 2:1:1 ratio of leucine to isoleucine and valine, so typically twice as much leucine. There isn't nearly as much leucine in this formulation, and that may come as a bit of an issue to anyone who is focused on getting extra leucine or building muscle. So look, leucine's primary function is in promoting insulin levels, activating mTOR to promote muscle synthesis, and also in preserving lean mass. It's a really critical amino acid, so I am surprised to see that leucine does rank so low relative to the other amino acids in the formulation. Now, in addition to that, we do also have an electrolyte blend. There's sodium, calcium, magnesium, and potassium in there. This is all pretty important for performance, and also in hydration. So great to have in an intra-workout formulation, which you would typically expect. Then finally, there's also an anti-cortisol recovery matrix. This is a little bit unique to this product. You will often find like a B6 and or a B12 in an intra-workout, but they also do have vitamin C at 200 milligrams per serve. And there's also Schisandra chinensis, which is quite a unique extract. It's a 10:1 extract that's in this product, and look, there's a little bit of research to suggest that this may help with stress and cortisol levels. However, it's not as well researched as the vitamins. Now, besides the actual ingredients in there, the other big benefits of this product include that it has no artificial sweeteners or flavors in there, and there's no coloring. So if you're not fazed by the coloring, it's not so much of an issue. Here's the product here. You can see it's pretty clear once it's mixed up. Now, in terms of active ingredients in this product, I've counted everything up. It comes to about 5.16 grams per 7 gram serve. That yields about 74% active ingredients per serve, meaning 26% are due to the flavoring and coloring based on weight. This is fairly typical for an amino acid formula. So all in all, I think these ingredients stack up really well for an excellent intra-workout formulation. We're giving this 9 out of 10 for ingredients. Next up, the macronutrients. Let's bring up the macronutrients onto the screen. And you can see per serve, there are 12.2 calories. This comes from the amino acids, which are classified under the protein per serve. You can also see that fat and carbohydrates are non-existent because this is a straight amino acid formulation. So not much to complain about here. We're giving this 10 out of 10 for macronutrients. Okay, on to the label transparency. What I love about this product is how clear the label is. You can see every single ingredient and the relative amount of active ingredient in there per serve and also per 100 grams. The label does also clearly state that it has various other benefits, such as being gluten-free, lactose-free, soy-free, naturally sweetened, and also vegan, so it appeals to a wider audience here. There are two issues with the label that I have. First of all, just bring up the label. You can see on there that the product states that it contains 9 EAAs in the perfect ratio to support nutrient recovery. So here's the issue that I have. What is the perfect ratio? It states perfect, and there's no universal standard for what perfect is. So for me, it doesn't quite sit well. I think it's definitely a very good blend and a very good ratio, but is it perfect? I don't know. Secondly, the label does state that 1 serve of Amino Switch equals 30 grams of whey protein isolate. I have no idea what this means. There's no explanation as to how this conclusion has been drawn. I'm assuming it may refer to something to do with the bioavailability of the amino acids within Amino Switch, meaning that if you have 1 serve of this, a similar amount is absorbed as if you had 1 serve of whey protein isolate. But we can't say that the two are equal. Whey protein isolate is a very different product. Whey protein isolate contains a little bit of fat, contains a little bit of carbs, and a lot more calories and a lot more protein. In addition to that, whey protein isolate does contain all the non-essential amino acids, which Amino Switch does not include. So this, I think, is a very, very ambiguous claim. I don't know what it's referring to, and I just wish that either they had have explained it better or left it off the label altogether. Anyway, in terms of label transparency, we're taking a mark off for that and giving it 4 out of 5. Moving on to directions and servings. The label suggests to have 1 serving before, during, or after your workout in 500 to 700 mils. That's roughly what will fit into a shaker, so it works really well for an intra-workout product. There's no problems with having this before your workout or after your workout, though I think it is probably better suited to have during your workout to prevent muscle breakdown, to promote a positive nitrogen balance, and enhance performance and recovery. Now, a single serve does seem adequate in the amount of water. It doesn't seem too concentrated or too diluted, and it will maintain good hydration by having that amount of water during a workout. 1 level scoop does come out to approximately 7 grams, which equals 1 serve. So for this, we're giving this a 5 out of 5 for directions and servings. So moving on to the flavor options. We've got 5 options available. There's green apple, watermelon, lemonade, mango kiwi, and raspberry. With 5 options available, this rates this product fairly high within the amino acid category, placing it within the top 15%. As a result, this gets a 4 out of 5 score for the flavor options available. Now onto the all-important taste of the product. Look, to be honest, I've been really impressed with the Amino Switch. It does come in 5 flavors. Not all the flavors are the same though. My favorite is the mango kiwi. It's got a very strong mango taste to it, bit of a kiwi added on there. I love it because it's so unique. It's not overly sweet either, and it's very refreshing, great to be having during your workout. The one standout, although it's not my favorite, but what I was really pleasantly surprised with was the lemonade. Now, lemonade is usually my least favorite flavor, but I tried this. I was expecting something really sweet and something more like Sprite. It's not like that. It's like a traditional lemonade. It's got a bit of a tang to it, a very lemony flavor. This actually rates as my number 2 flavor after the mango kiwi. Now, the watermelon and the green apple are both quite pleasant. They would be what you would expect. They're not overly sweet and they're very nice to taste. They can be quite hit and miss within the intra-workout category. Moving on, the last one that I've got here, this is the raspberry that I've got. The raspberry tastes like the red frogs that you would get as a kid. And it's just as sweet, maybe even a little bit sweeter. This is the one flavor that I was like, I don't know if I like it. I love the smell of it. I love the initial taste, but the sweetness is really overpowering. So if you've got a sweet tooth, this is the one for you. If you don't like sweet stuff, you may want to steer clear of the raspberry. These flavors are all naturally sweetened, and there is a slight stevia aftertaste. It isn't strong, but it is present. It is probably most present in the raspberry flavor. In addition to that, the leucine and the isoleucine, you can taste a subtle hint of these flavors. It isn't completely masked, but I believe that Amino Switch has done a good job in masking this bitterness. Now, looking at our customer ratings, green apple and watermelon both score a perfect 100%. Our customers are exceptionally happy with these products. The mango, kiwi, and the lemonade score at 98 and 97% respectively, both exceptional scores. However, in line with my take on the raspberry flavor, it does come in a lot lower at just 89%, which is just under 4.5 stars. So overall, for the taste, we're giving this a 9 out of 10. Now onto the flavor rating consistency. Unfortunately, the raspberry score does come in at 89%, which is 11% lower than the top two ranking flavors, being green apple and watermelon. So as a result, this places the product in the top 45% of the category, which means that it scores a 3 out of 5. Onto solubility and texture. And you can see as we are mixing up this product, it dissolves pretty well in water. As we shake it up, it froths initially, but then as it settles, it does settle fairly quickly. There is not 100% dissolvability in water. And as you can see down the bottom of the shaker, there are a little bit of, there's some remnants of some amino acids there. Look, it's only a very minor complaint that we've got here. It's not unpleasant. You can't taste graininess or anything like that, but it does not fully dissolve in water. So out of 10, we're giving this an 8 out of 10 for solubility. Moving on to the popularity of the product, the Amino Switch ranks within the top 8% of the amino acid category, an exceptional result for a fairly new entrant. This puts it at a 5 out of 5. Now, with the rate of repurchase, customers are very likely to repurchase this product, and in fact, it ranks within the top 7% of the amino acid category. As a result, we're giving this a 9 out of 10. And onto the user reviews. Now, the average user review score for the Amino Switch is 96%. Exceptional result. This positions itself within the top 16% of all products within the category, giving it a 9 out of 10. Let's move on and take a look at the value for money. First up, we've got the size options. There are two options available in this Amino Switch. There's the 60 serve size, which I've got here, and there's also a smaller 30 serve size. Now the 60 serve comes in at 420 grams, the 30 serve at half of that, which is 210 grams. Within the category, we typically see anywhere from 1 to 3 sizes available. However, with 2 size options available, this places it within the top 8% of all products. As a result, Amino Switch gets 5 out of 5. Moving on to the packaging of the product, it does come in a solid black tub. It's an HDPE tub, recyclable as well, very solid. You can take it to the gym, take it traveling, it's not gonna leak, it's perfectly fine. And inside there, you do also have a 7-gram scoop. So for packaging, we give it a 5 out of 5. With the product contents, as you can see up on your screen now, we're weighing the entire package in a 420 gram or 60 serve size. The total weight came out at 411 grams, yielding approximately 98% of the claimed 420 grams. This did come in a little bit shy, it's about 1 serve short. As the scoring goes, we reduce the score out of 10 by 1 for every 1% of the product that it is short on its claim. So this yields a score of 8 out of 10. Finishing off the value for money section, we've got the price range. Now, Amino Switch is right up the very top of the amino acid category. You're looking at between $1.67 to $2 per serve, depending upon the size you get. $1.67 for the largest 60 serve size. That's quite expensive when we just consider the per serve cost, and it places it within the bottom 33% of the products when we rank them on a per serve basis. However, does that make this product expensive? I would argue not. It's certainly not cheap, but you do also have to consider that this product is quite unique in its essential amino acid blend and anti-cortisol matrix. As a result, because of the uniqueness of this, I think it's decent value for money. If you're on a budget, this is not the product for you, but if you are looking for a quality product, then it's quite reasonable for the price that they are asking. Overall, we give this a 6 out of 10 for the price range. To conclude, the Amino Switch gets a lot of things right. It's all natural, it's free from many allergens such as soy, lactose, and gluten. It has a high percentage of active ingredients to flavoring and sweetening. And it also appeals to the vegan category. On the flip side, there is a very low amount of leucine relative to the other amino acids, even though it still is the most abundant amino acid. So that may not appeal to some. And secondly, the raspberry flavor is very, very sweet. However, look, this product is popular, it's loved by our customers, and it is also recommended by us. All in all, it gets an 86 out of 100.